First of all, I'm not sponsored by SPYPOINT. This is an honest review, an honest opinion. And to just kind of summarize it, if you're the type of hunter who doesn't mind spending a little bit of money, $100+ on a trail camera, I think the one I have is the SPYPOINT Micro LTE S standing for solar panel. That's included with it. And you don't mind not receiving high quality photos, but you just want to see what's out there on your property without having to constantly travel out there, then this is the camera for you. Now, if you're the type of hunter who doesn't want to be spending all that money and you rather buy a cheap camera and you want to go out there, you want to see what's out there physically and at the same time download and be going every 2 weeks or so, you can get some good cheap cameras out there, $80 or so and get high quality photos if that's what you want. But the battery life on this is really awesome. I've put it on the highest setting where it sends me the photos instantly. No delays on the photos, just constantly send me pictures. And out of the 2 cameras that I have, one of them lasted me about almost 11 months, 10 to 11 months. And I was getting about, maybe 1,000 to 1,200 photos a month on it. The other one is getting about 1,000 photos a week and seeing a lot more action. And that one lasted me about 8 months without even having to swap out the battery or recharge it. So the battery life on it is really good. It does have some downsides to it, which I'll go over right now. And I'll show you. Programming was a little tricky at first, how to link the camera. You have to make an account with SPYPOINT. On top of buying it, you also have to pay for monthly membership. So picture it as a phone. You buy the phone, now you got to pay for the service, and you can either pay the whole year thing, which is like $100+, or you can pay monthly like I do, and I only use it between like September through January. So I'll show you what the website looks like right now, and then I'll show you what the app looks like, and then comparing photos from this camera, the SPYPOINT one, to other trail cameras that I've used in the past. So this is the SPYPOINT website. Once you buy the camera, you have to make an account, and it's totally free, but then you have to download and upload your cameras on there, and there's other videos on how to do that. But once you select and get your cameras, now you got to select your monthly membership. Free is 100 photos. You could pay $5 a month for 250 photos. $10 a month is 1,000. Or you can do $15 a month is unlimited photos. Now you see there's an Insiders Club discount. It's a little bit cheaper, but that's if you want to pay, those $100 annually or monthly. But like I mentioned, I only get mine between September through January. Now here, I'm going to go to the help section because this camera, again, is like a cell phone. Our cell phones get updated. We're always updating them. Same thing with the cameras. When you first get it, it might not be up to date, just like both of mine were. So now I'm going to go to support by model. Now I'm going to look for the model of camera that I have. Now it's whichever camera you bought, but the one I'm doing the review on is the Micro S LTE. And once I selected it, it's going to take you to another page. You're going to scroll down. Now all this is on the website again. You're going to scroll down and you're going to go to firmware update. Now once you see firmware update, you click on it and it's going to show you what the latest version is. In this case, my latest version is the 1.18.13-29. Now once I know what this is, if it's out of date, I have to download it onto my computer through an SD card and insert into the camera and so forth. You can find other YouTube videos on that. But now I'm going to go to the website, to the SPYPOINT app, and you see here it automatically takes you to the cameras. I'm going to click on status, and you can see that mine is up to date. Way at the bottom it says firmware version. So I know my camera is working properly. And as you see, it tells you about the signal, how much memory you have left, how much battery is on there, and so forth. Now here, is the photo section on the app. Now, once you're here, you can click on the photos and it throws you all of them together. If you have multiple cameras, they'll all pop up. But you can click on them, you can make them bigger, you can zoom in. You can name your cameras whatever you want. I just did camera 1, camera 2, but you can put guest blind, front blind, so forth. Now, you'll see here that there are some filters that you can put. Now, the free filter is you can just filter for bucks. Now, if you want to pay that monthly membership, that's up to you. But, I mean, I don't think it's worth it. Now, I clicked on bucks. It's going to show me all the pictures that have bucks only. And I can look through them, and it's going to show me all the cameras right now. Now, I'm going to take that filter off. So let's say I want to filter just by cameras. I'm going to click, in this case, camera 1, and I'm only going to be able to see the pictures in camera 1. Just like you see here. Notice that it changed. Now, the mobile app keeps so many pictures stored on the app. After a while, it slowly starts deleting them. I believe you can go back online onto the website and get them, or you can download them to your phone straight through the app. Now, as you see here shortly, there are limitations to not paying for the membership. Just for example, I can't select photos and save them as my favorites. I have to be a SPYPOINT member. Now, I think a lot of these pictures are blurry. I haven't paid for this. I'm not going to pay for it. But one thing I think the reason why the picture is a little blurry is because I'm not paying for the HD photos. I'm already paying monthly. I don't want to pay for this. I'm happy with just distinguishing what's a pig, what's a deer, if it's a coal buck, if it's got a nice spread, and so forth. Now, just like you see here in the pictures, this is what I'm talking about. You see how you can make out very good detail on this doe. This is a cheaper Wild Game Innovation camera. This is the SPYPOINT camera that I have. You see how it looks a little bit more blurry. You can't really see the horns on the buck. This is another daytime picture. Now, you can't see super details, but you can make out it looks like an 8-pointer. It looks like a 10-pointer. At night, it takes pretty decent photos. If the deer is standing still, it's good. Here's another daytime picture of the SPYPOINT. You can make out that there's a bunch of pigs, right? You can make out the horns, and obviously not into 100% detail, which doesn't really bother me, but I'm happy with it. Now, see how this deer is slightly moving? It's going to look blurry. I think most cameras do that. But it takes pretty good nighttime pictures. And this camera is maybe 30 yards away from that feeder. So it's got a good trigger speed on it, a good radius on it. But you notice here the Wild Game Innovation camera. This one's just an $80 camera. Regular AA batteries, has really good quality pictures. This is the same Wild Game Innovation camera. You can see better detail. Even at night, I think it takes better pictures. But if you're looking for that, you can obviously go for the cheaper one. But in this case, it doesn't really matter to me. It's not really much of a big deal. And like I mentioned earlier, that's just my honest opinion. You might think otherwise, but, hopefully this helps you make a decision. But thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit a thumbs up. Thank you very much.